Just as impressive as the original, perhaps even better. What's going on, YouTube fragrance family? Welcome to my first impression on a fragrance that I bought back in May. I gave all my subscribers a subscriber's choice, and this is actually the winner of the 4 bottles that I'm going to be reviewing from that haul. So this is, of course, Terre d'Hermes Terre Fraiche. And so you guys chose it, so it's going to be the first one to get the first impression. Second place was Centerpiece for him. Third place was Penhaligon's Tragedy of Lord George. And then fourth was Supreme Leathers. So those are going to come after this one, of course. So first impression, as you can see, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I've put a hell of a dent in this huge, mega huge bottle. So it takes, it takes a lot of sprays to put a dent like this on here. This is, of course, my original Terre d'Hermes fragrance bottle. So as you can see, almost the same amount of juice, and I've owned this since it was released. So, and it is one of my favorites of all time, actually, from Monsieur Helena. So if you didn't know, this is, of course, the little brother of this. It's supposed to be a fresh version. Usually these fresh versions are no-goes for me. I'm not a huge fan of fresher versions of some classic scents. A lot of them are duds, I'll be honest. This one right here, though. Ooh, this one right here. Oh, yeah. That's absolutely gorgeous. That introduction is beautiful. It's bonkers. I have it on my skin right now. I'm right here. I sprayed a few times here a few hours ago, so I can remind myself of the dry down, but I will also put on my skin in this video. So first and foremost, before I even do anything, I wanted to thank my partner, FragranceX.com, for this scent. You can actually purchase Terre d'Hermes Eau Très Fraîche at FragranceX.com. You can utilize my code ROBES08, get 15% off on this particular fragrance or any fragrance on the website. Now let's delve into the scent. I'm going to give you guys my first impression. Again, this is a quick first impression. Like I said earlier in the video, I do have it on my skin here for the dry down, but as you can see, I've gotten to know this fragrance. It's actually my favorite of this particular haul, especially during this summertime. So Terre d'Hermes Eau Très Fraîche, very solid release. The opening is, I wouldn't say very different, but it is very much different from the original Eau de Toilette here. Really what it does is gives this fragrance a more uplifting start, more citrus, almost more of a watery aspect than a earthy-like aspect. So it was actually a welcome addition to the scent, and I absolutely love it. It's still, it doesn't strip too much from the original, that it's still a daring, per se daring scent, and it's still interesting. It doesn't strip too much off. It really is. This introduction, you know what it brings me back to? It's Jean-Claude Helena in a nutshell, first and foremost. But it brought me to another Jean-Claude Helena scent that was released. It's a niche scent from Frédéric Malle, and that's a Bigarade Concentré. And the reason it reminds me of that is, of course, the citrus, but almost a dirty aspect, and almost a really... I know how this is more dirty to an extent, to more of a vetiver, more an earthy tone, and this almost has almost a feel of. Elena likes to use cumin, of course, coriander, and a lot of these daring spices, and Bigarade has those daring spices in it, and it almost has that sweaty appeal to this fragrance, but it does, but it doesn't, and it really does take a lot of this and this. I would say these two put together and cleaned up, and you would get this. Really interesting opening. Very nice, fresh, invigorating. Exactly what I would assume from a Très Fraîche edition of this stuff. So bang on, beautiful. Let's get more into the dry down. And the dry down here, smelling my arm here, it really is the dry down. It shares the same base as the Terre d'Hermes, and that's what I wanted from a fresher version. It has that bitter orange, that cedar, that vetiver. It really has that earthy, dirty feel to a dirty orange type feel that I was getting from the original. The blend, as usual, outstanding from Monsieur Helena. If I had to compare Terre with Eau Très Fraîche, is that Terre is the dirtier, older cousin, brother, we'll say, and it's almost adding something almost fresher, like let's say like a spring or something like that, a spring in the middle of all the dirtiness. It really cleans it up a little bit. It's almost very much almost a wet soil type feel instead of a drier soil. Don't get me wrong, there's some dryness in Terre Fraiche, but it really is more of a uplifting feel. The thing with this fragrance that I really appreciate is it's not a watered down version of Terre. It really can, if I put these guys away and this never really existed, this thing would stand on its own as a great scent from the house of Hermes. I'm being honest here. I really feel like, even though I'm a huge fan of this and the way it was composed, they didn't strip too much here. And this fragrance can stand on its own as a great fragrance from the house of Hermes. So really blown away, actually. I absolutely love this. I can't believe I waited this long to get my hands on this one. So overall, super impressed with this release. So much that now I'm actually considering to get the third release of the Hermes. The perfume version's missing right here. This is where it's going to go. I'm most likely going to be blind buying to finish the trio. Just because I'm so impressed with this. I love this one. So the third one can't be all that bad. So this has actually, as you can see from the dent, has been a staple for me this summer. You're going to probably see this in my top 10 summer designer list. So keep your heads in the game here with the Robes 08 channel. I will be releasing that hopefully in the near future. But I absolutely love it. And I think it takes so much from this that I could actually, not only for a summer scent, but I think that this can also fall into the fall because I think it has enough depth to it that it can do the summer, the spring thing, and it can also do the fall thing. So I can almost extend the life of this guy and wear this one a little later in the season. So really great scent from Hermes. Beautiful, gorgeous opening to the scent, and the normal, beautiful Terre d'Hermes dry down. So a banger, I think. I think this is a great release, a great addition to the Hermes lineup. And with flankers, sometimes you run the risk of being too much the same. I really think that this one did it the way it was supposed to be done. It is a lot of the same, but really different enough to be worn. It almost supplements this. It almost feels like, maybe I don't have to wear this that much. I'm going to start wearing this more and more. So I got more of this juice than that juice. So I'll be wearing this one a lot more. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this first impression on Terre d'Hermes Eau Très Fraîche. And as usual, please comment below. Let me know what you guys think about this one. Are you on the same page as me? Do you dislike this fragrance? Do you think it was a redundant release? I love hearing the good and the bad, all in my videos, to hear your take on this particular fragrance. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.